Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures. It's 10:30 a.m., July 21st, 1861. The Battle of First Manassas Bull Run is underway. Leading the flanking attack of the Union Federal forces is 2nd Division Commander Colonel David Hunter. His 2nd Brigade, commanded by Ambrose E. Burnside, is arriving on the Sudley Road. This is the 2nd Rhode Island Infantry leading the way. Skirmishers out. They are not aware of the rebels' positions hidden in the trees up ahead. The only other Union unit starting deployed on the battlefield is a headquarters unit he's a guide. There's some special rules attached to that unit. We'll go over that later. There are 3 other regiments in this brigade, Burnside's brigade. Followed behind, there's 5 more regiments coming and a cavalry battalion. Burnside also has the 2nd Rhode Island Battery with 6 guns, a 12-pound Napoleon, 3-inch ordnance rifle, 2 3-inch ordnance rifles, 2 10-pound Parrott rifles, and a 12-pound howitzer. This is the main Union attack. That's the flanking maneuver. Meanwhile, there's a diversionary attack meant to distract the rebels from 1st Division, commanded by Brigadier General Daniel Tyler, who has 3 brigades. Only 1 brigade will be available to enter the battle turn 1, and that is the 3rd Brigade, commanded by Colonel William T. Sherman. He has 4 regiments, the 13th New York, 69th New York, 79th New York, and 2nd Wisconsin. They're supported by a battery of 6 guns, Company E, 3rd U.S. Artillery, 2 12-pound Napoleons, 3-inch ordnance rifle, 10-pound Parrott rifle, and 2 12-pound howitzers. Leading Burnside's brigade, 2nd Rhode Island. Right behind them, the 1st Rhode Island, 2nd New Hampshire, and 71st New York, and their artilleries following behind. Colonel David Hunter leading this division from this attack from Burnside's and Porter's brigades. He will also be arriving around the same time as the artillery. We'll go over the positions of the rebel forces. In command here on the far left flank of the Confederate defenses is the 7th Brigade, commanded by Colonel Nathan G. Evans Shanks. On his staff, to his left, is a headquarters officer, engineer officer, who has some special rules, including allowing units to dig in quicker. Colonel Evans only has 2 regiments of infantry, a few companies of cavalry, and 2 12-pound howitzers to defend against 3 divisions. 1st Louisiana Special Battalion, 17 men. 4th South Carolina Infantry Regiment with 15 men. 12-pound howitzer set up. The other 12-pound howitzer is limbered and ready to be moved where it's needed. Earlier in the morning, Colonel Evans, when he got word from Captain Porter Alexander, the signal officer for the Confederate forces, who will also be starting here on the battlefield, he signaled and told him about the Union flanking attack coming from the north-northwest. Colonel Evans left a few skirmish companies here to protect the stone bridge, keep Brigadier General Tyler busy. We have 7 men from the 1st Louisiana Special Battalion led by a captain, 9 men from the 4th South Carolina led by a captain. The captains will both start on ambush, as will the colonels for their regiments. And even Colonel Evans will start on ambush. Other rebel units that will be on the battlefield to start the battle will be the 2 detachments of the 30th Virginia Cavalry, here commanded by Captain Alexander with 9 men. The other detachment from the 30th Virginia, commanded by Captain Terry with his 9 cavalrymen. And heading from further down the rebel defenses is commander of the 30th Virginia Cavalry, Colonel Radford, with another 12 men. I'll be playing this battle using rules set that I wrote as I've been building this game since April 2025 and writing a rule set. I'll show a little bit of that. Too long to go through, but loosely, I use the framework of Bolt Action because it's my favorite game. So I use my favorite game as a framework to build my own game. I'll be commanding the rebel forces, and my daughter was going to command the Yankees, but she said it's too gruesome. So I developed a solo rule set, and we'll see how that turns out. We'll see if I can beat the dice gods. As for terrain rules, fences provide soft cover, the woods provide soft cover, hedgerows, soft cover. If there is a forest with a fence, that will provide hard cover when you have 2 soft cover objects. For rough ground, moving through the forests, through the cornfields, wheat fields, over streams, and any other, say, wounded or dead soldiers will be rough ground. Bull Run itself, the creek, will not be able to be passed over. The woods, you have a 3-inch visibility into the woods. If you're there's a lot of little rules, so I won't try to go over them all now. We'll address them as the battle unfolds. After calculating the order dice for each army, the Union forces will have 39 order dice in the dice bag, and the rebel forces will only have 13. I also am, like I said, I'm play testing the rule set that I wrote over the last year and a half, and I have decided to also include 10 reserve order dice for each army that can be used and pulled back into the reserves. So there's the 10 Union order dice in reserve and 10 German order dice in reserve. Did I say German? Oh, Confederate order dice in reserve.
Oh my god.
The Confederates will have their number 12 gun, the 12-pound howitzer, start on ambush. Also Lieutenant Davidson, commander of the 2nd Section, Lynchburg Artillery, which is what makes up these two 12-pound howitzers. He'll be on ambush. For the 1st Special Louisiana Battalion, the commander will start on ambush, Major Wheat. For the 4th South Carolina Infantry Regiment, the commander, Colonel Sloan, will start on ambush. The brigade commander, Colonel Evans, will start on ambush. I'm going to have a 13 order dice, and half rounding up can start on ambush. And over here we'll have the captain for the 1st Louisiana start on ambush, and the captain for the 4th South Carolina Infantry start on ambush. The other 6 order dice will start in the bag. Before we pull the first order dice,
What is it?
we will give the Yankees a moment to surrender. Yankees, turn around. Do not invade Virginia and the Southern Confederacy. General McLilley, will they turn around and leave?
Do what you want, Yankees.
Let's draw the first order dice of the 1st Manassas Bull Run. Union. Before the Union give out their first order dice, we are going to spring our ambush with... We will not spring our ambush. We will let the Yankees advance forward. 4th South Carolina will open fire first. Colonel Sloan is allowed 2 order dice he can give out. He's going to order... Well, first of all, he's going to order the fire order for his regiment. It's going to be 9 rifled musket shots, plus another 3 who are Company A sharpshooters. They're positioned next to the howitzer. And with 1 extra order dice, he's going to pull from reserve, and he's going to order his sergeant, Company, the color bearer, to go on ambush. Learning games are slow. Colonel Sloan will order his regiment to fire from his ambush order, and he's going, except for 1 of the Company A, the sergeant for Company A will not fire. He's a sharpshooter, but he's not going to fire. I want to put him on ambush. Each regiment receives 2 order dice that they can use, so that way they can fire and reload, or fire and run, or fire and advance, or advance and fire. Well, you do that anyways, but you can only fire 1 time. So 2 order dice per regiment, but you can only fire 1 time per turn. So we're going to open fire. We're going to have 9 shots hitting on rifled muskets, so no long range penalty. We're hitting on 3s, soft cover 4s, okay, it'll be actually hard cover because they're shooting through so much woods. So it'll be 5s for the white dice and 4s for the black dice. But now we need to roll and see what this regimental colonel's going to do. 1, 2, historical, which is to just continue moving forward. 3, 4, they would go down. And so it'll be 1, 2, 3, go down. 4, 5, 6, they don't go down. Do not go down. Okay, then we need 3s, hardcover 5s for the white dice, and 4s for the red dice.
Did anyone die?
So it looks like 6 hits from the rifled muskets, but both sharpshooters missed. Second Rhode Island takes 1 stress marker. And now these soldiers will be killed on 5s and 6s and wounded on 4s. 2 dead or 2 wounded and 1 dead.
Oh my gosh!
How many turns till the first wounded soldier bleeds out? 6. And the second soldier? 3 turns. We'll need to roll for a special rule. Manpower, the Union Forces special rule. When a unit has a soldier or soldiers killed, roll a d6 for each soldier killed. A roll of a 6, the soldier is not killed. Let's see if that dead Yankee gets to revive. Oh, no, he's gone. Not bad for the first volley. I'm going to hold off springing another rebel ambush, and let's roll for the Colonel's second Rhode Island Colonel Slocum to see if he's going to be aggressive, cautious, or go historical. 1, 2 historical, 3, 4 cautious, 5, 6 aggressive. Cautious. Roll for Colonel William T. Sherman and see if he's going to be aggressive, cautious, or historical. Same numbers, 1, 2 historical, which means holding his position and following McDowell's orders to wait to attack across Stone Bridge or the ford, which is this direction. We'll come in kind of near this corner. 3, 4 be cautious, which we're going to say is moving toward the ford, and we'll arrive at the ford in D3 plus 1 turn. And aggressive is going across the bridge on a 5, 6. They're heading toward the ford. We'll go 2 regiments toward the ford and 2 stay at the bridge on a 1, 2, 3, or 3 regiments head to the ford. 1 regiment stays at the bridge on a 4, 5, 6. Looks like 3 regiments heading to the ford. Let's find out how quickly Sherman's moving toward the ford, and he'll be able to enter the battlefield from the road to the corner on this side. So D3 plus 1 turns till Sherman arrives here at the ford. So in 3 turns. So that'll be the start of turn 4. Sherman will arrive with 3 regiments here at this battlefield edge. So Sherman has 3 regiments coming from this point, start of turn 4. Don't think I have enough defenders here to stop 3 regiments. All right, next we need to roll more detail on the second Rhode Island, Colonel Slocum. So for the cautious roll, on a roll of D3, on a 1, 2, he'll form a battle line looks like in cover. So we'll say the woods is the best cover. So we'll form a battle line in the woods and wait for the other parts of the brigade to form up. 3, 4, the battle line, form a battle line, skirmishers move forward, and they wait for the rest of the brigade. 5, 6, the battle line is formed, skirmishers forward. And once the first Rhode Island forms battle line, they will proceed forward on the attack. Battle line, form a battle line. Skirmishers forward. Colonel Slocum is going to order, he's going to pull a reserve dice and order his skirmishers forward. Have to take an orders test first at a 10 and under. As they begin to advance into the woods and up against the fence, and the skirmishers will not go forward. That makes no sense. They've already found the enemy. So they're going to just also move into the woods. And 2 soldiers will drag the wounded soldiers into the woods. As they begin to move, the rebels, 12-pound howitzer, number 12, will spring the ambush and open fire with a canister round. 12-pound howitzers will be hitting on it has a special rule called devastating when firing canister in close range, which is 18 inches or less, and we're about 18 inches is to the colors of the regiment. So they'll be hitting on a 3. It's a +1 to hit, 2, but they are shooting through 2 soft cover objects. So that'd be a hard cover, but reduced to soft cover. So 3s. So they'll be hitting on 3s. Ooh, they go down. I don't know. Can't choose for them. The dice gods must. 1, 2, 3. They go down. 4, 5, 6. They do not go down. Getting hit on a 3. They go down.
Oh, good.
All right, now they'll need a 5. Miss. Second Rhode Island goes down. Let's roll scatter dice to see where that missed canister shell is gonna, which direction it was facing. Has to be in its 45-degree line of sight. It's gonna just fade off. Oh, forgot the D6. How many inches does it miss the target by? 4 inches. So had there been a Union friendly regiment within 4 inches of here, then this unit could have got hit by the scatter dice and D6 roll. Howitzer is now unloaded. By the way, I am keeping track of ammunition. Each cannon and limber has 12 shots. Each musket, whether rifled or smoothbore, 12 shots. Carbines, 24 shots. Shotguns, 24 shots. Revolvers, 24 shots before needing to be reloaded. So, for example, the 4th South Carolina fired. They're down 2, and I do keep track. Super nerdy, I know. So right here you can see the 4th South Carolina, 15 men. Ammo, musket, 12. They used 1 just now. They have 1 kill, 2 wounded soldiers. 2 wounds they've inflicted. And the howitzer will now be down to 2 canister rounds left. Oh, they missed.
What?
Another example, here's the Lynchburg, Virginia Artillery, 2nd Section. Latham's Battery, Lieutenant Davidson, and weapon number 12, the 12-pound howitzer that just fired. And now you can see that they had 3 canister rounds, and he fired 1. So it's still a Union order dice. We've not gotten to the first order dice of this battle. And so turn 1 coincides with the 10:30 a.m. So when we get to turn 2, in 10 minutes in the future, it'll be 10:40 a.m. And that's how reinforcements will arrive. I'm going to end it there for the day. It's going to be pretty slow because it's a learning new rule set that I wrote. So it'll be a slow games at first until I learn the rules. But about 3 days from now, I'll get back to the action. It'll be a Union first order dice, except there's still a lot of rebels on ambush. moved my battlefield up from the basement where I had the D-Day battle going for 2 years because I was tired of paying the electric company to play a game. So now I'm up in the living room. My daughter's sharing the game room with me.
Actually, I'm not in the community.
She's loving it.
No, I'm not.
But she's a good sport.
What?
And by the way, let's go over real quickly the terrain here. So Stone Bridge. I was so excited to play. I didn't do so well in my terrain introduction. So
No, you
here's
did great.
Buck Hill, where Evans' brigade is formed. This is Matthews Hill, part of it. Obviously, it would come toward the camera more, quite a bit. So Matthews Hill, Stone Bridge, Buck Hill, Dogan Ridge, the intersection here of the Sudley Road and the Warrington Turnpike. Warrington Turnpike goes this way, and this is the Sudley Road. And I'll do a little more research to figure out what the other roads are around here. In the distance here, this is the end of Chin Ridge. And yes, this is the Dogan family's farm, the Chin family. Reverse here, the Matthews family, the Robinson family, and Henry House Hill, the Henry family. And I built this to match historically on a smaller scale. Well, 3 more days, we'll get back to the action. South Carolina fired at Fort Sumter, and today South Carolina drew first blood against the 2nd Rhode Island.
That's close. 4 second Rhode Island.